think I get any closer to that gate. It's pretty hard to hook a bungee into that one. We're out here, got the quick trip out in, I think it's Buckeye. We're right across from the Loves. There's no park, or there was one spot, but I didn't think I could back into it without spending, a few minutes working on it. Rather than get out and look and take 2 or 3 minutes, I just spent 15 seconds and drove across the street, and there was parking over here at the Quick Trip. We're picking up in Goodyear. I actually overshot because I don't like those truck stops that are there in Phoenix, like the Pilot, Flying J, and I've had better luck at the Loves, but it's still crowded. Those are sardine can truck stops in the Phoenix Metroplex area. Yeah, we are 13 miles away from our pickup. And we're actually picking up in a residential, like the shipper sent me a picture of the unit we're picking up. It's a generator. And I can see somebody's house in the back, like right behind it, the roof of their house. You can see the construction going on. I mean, I think a lot of the construction's done. These are probably older satellite images, but should be pretty easy and straightforward as far as, the route getting in there. I mean, it's in that neighborhood, but I mean, one turn, that's not going to be bad at all. It should be real easy. And I tried. They said it has to be tarped. And when I was talking to the shipper, I explained to him because the piece is like 9'8" tall, so close to 10 feet. Once it's on the trailer, it'll be around 13 or so. I don't have ladders. I used to carry a ladder, but I took it off the truck. And it really hasn't been an issue. Normally, I still use ladders, but normally whenever I need a ladder, there's ladders just hanging around at shippers and receivers. But when I asked him that, he said he doesn't even really like these being tarped. He said they get them in and he said they've had tarps damage them before. So when he said that, I said, yeah, you know what? I don't think we need to tarp this thing. Let me call the receiver. And I left her 2 voicemails down in Texas. I mean, it's not like if I got on the phone with her, she was gonna say I didn't have to tarp it. I don't think I'd have been able to. I don't think you can just talk somebody into it. If they've already asked for a tarp, they probably got it in their mind for some reason they want a tarp on it. So, and I believe this is the manufacturer it's going back to. So this is a unit that's been out in the field, and now it's coming back home to where it was born. And so if they're asking for the tarp, they probably have a reason for it. So they'll get a tarp on it. I'll throw straps over it, and I'll just attach the tarp to my straps, and I'll just pull them over if I need to. I might burn a few more calories doing it that way than I really intend on, but that ain't the end of the world. It's probably not going to be the most fun day, but we've got plenty of time, so I'm not in a rush. It doesn't deliver till Monday in Texas. This is Friday morning, so we're in good shape. We'll just take our time. Only potential pinch point for big traffic issues will be San Antonio. For some reason, Texas, especially in the San Antonio area, between San Antonio and Laredo, they don't have merge lanes. When you try to get onto the interstate, it's like your on-ramp just puts you right in the travel lane. And this is a major, I don't know how there's not more accidents. That area of Texas has, you would think all the government regulations, they would have some rule against doing something that stupid, but they do it. So you just got to slow down and try to negotiate your way in the wrong way. Slowing down to merge in to an interstate is never, it's not often a good idea, but sometimes you have to. So I'm hoping that road work they're doing is going to replace all the older style, you know, like on-ramps that just dump you straight into the travel lane with no no room right there. But I don't know. We'll see. Just talked to the shipper, and he's not 100% sure which way they want the truck facing. So I was trying to figure out if I need to nose in or back in.
At the stop sign.
We kind of decided it'd probably be best if I just park out in the road and come and check things out before heading in. What the plan is.
At the light, turn left on South Miller.
I'm kind of a all or none mindset. Like I'm either on the dot and I'm like shedding 10 pounds a week or more, or if I slip up once and it's like, oh, it's over. I'm gonna try to get more in the mindset of people that are just, you know, some people can just say, I'm going to try to eat healthier throughout the year. That's probably a better approach. So you don't feel like, well, you failed on this one, it's over. I mean, if you just say, I'm going to try to eat healthier, then there's not a point where you just say, it's over. So, I'll try to get back on top of things.
A quarter mile, keep right toward Phoenix and I-10 East.
I mean, I'm still lower than where I was before I quit trucking last time. But I do probably need to lose, I'd say around 100 pounds, or at least 80.
Use the right lane to keep right toward Phoenix and I-10 East.
Things are more efficient, but all of them are set up just a little bit different, or maybe they're set up similar, but they all look a little bit different. So if you're not a local and you're not used to it, you kind of gotta think about it whenever you're going into them. Make sure you don't end up on the wrong side. Should be taking the 303. I don't think it's called the 303 because we're heading south on it. I think it's Cotton. But we're essentially, it'll probably be
8.8 miles.
Yeah.
Take exit 124B to merge onto State Route 303.
So she's calling it the 303 exit. There's a shoulder in the middle of the road, he thinks. So I think we're gonna try to park in the shoulder, or a turn lane in the middle of the road we can park in. Well, actually, I think I'll just park over here. I think that's it. looks like no matter how they load me, I'm gonna have to be backing into one of the gates. So I'm gonna run up the street and try to find a place to turn around at. Pretty sure all the residents around here are used to a bunch of construction trucks. They live in a, brand new neighborhood that's getting built. Just gonna take a nap until they're ready for me. The crane is here. They're still waiting outside the gate for, this is a city-owned location, so they have to have a representative on site before work can be done. And I asked the crane guys if they would mind draping my tarps. He didn't say yes. He might do it. He said, what's in it for us? So I just asked him if they take Venmo, and he didn't. He said he would see, but I don't know. That's what I get for being unprepared. I don't think so. The ladder I used to carry with me was a foldable, like it would unfold, and then it would also, so the legs on it were telescope legs where they extend out, and then it would fold. I think it was a Gorilla maybe, or Goliath ladder, something, I don't remember, but I've still got that at the house. But I think, like, my brother's a roofer, and he's got a much more compact ladder. It's all a telescoping ladder, and so it extends out pretty far. But looking at it, that's not one where I've seen the cheaper version that like Harbor Freight sells them. I think on something like that, it's probably worth spending a few extra bucks and getting the quality ladder, so you're not 14 feet up in the air when you realize you should have spent a few extra bucks on it. So I don't need to get over onto his left side. Okay, sounds good. And y'all will be able to spot me and just make sure I'm not going to take out one of the walls. I'll probably have the truck kind of jackknifed a little bit coming in there. I'm going to take it. I'll take it slow. I'm not gonna run into something. But all right. I don't think so. Okay, I'll go ahead and start coming back there. Originally, how they wanted me positioned was it was going to be almost impossible, because I was going to basically have to have the trailer coming at one angle, and they wanted me at the opposite, like at a 90-degree angle from that. Once I got in, there's no room for, just getting in here is going to be a little bit of a challenge. If I could use the sidewalk, it would be real easy, but I don't know that they want me to. I'll try to avoid using the sidewalk as much as I can. I'll probably have to use it a little bit. He's telling me to do something.
Just slide it straight over that way.
Just slide it straight over that way. If you want to angle it at the end after you get the asset in here, go ahead.
Okay.
I don't think I can get any closer to that gate. I mean, we're really hugging that thing. Inches to spare. So he's actually picking the generator up behind this one. So he's going to pick it up over that and then bring it up and set it down on the trailer. So got a pretty good reach with that crane there. So they were going to have me positioned like over to the left side of them. That's what I was talking about. If they wanted me over there, I mean, it was hard enough getting in here just like I did. So I'm glad they let me set up like this. So they're grabbing it from the bottom. That's where I'll tie it off to. I saw those lifting points up top. I was kind of hoping that I wasn't going to be using those ones on the top. was 20,000, so I don't know if that included fuel. It's not going with the fuel tank, so it may be a little lighter. And I think it's just going back for a recertification, or something was going on with the certification on the unit. Slow and steady. That's how the crane operators work. And I wasn't in here when they were getting everything set up, so I don't know if they had to add counterweights, or, I mean, as light as this piece is, it might have just been ready to go whenever they pulled in. As far up as he's comfortable with. Oh, really? That's fine. It only weighs like 20,000 pounds, right? Oh, 14,000? Yeah, it's fine anywhere then. All right, well, I guess we're gonna be a little heavy on the back got done tarping it. We got kicked out of that lot. They needed other guys needed to get out of there. I was taking too long. But so this is so we got. There's a generator under there. It's not a very good tarp job, but I'm so bad at tarping. What I do is I just plan on the wind. I kind of play the wind. I just get it on there, and then I'll let the wind expose the weak points along the way, and then I'll add some bungees. And you can see up top, there's lifting points up there, so the tarp got caught, so it's gonna blow all over the place. But it's on there. It's kind of like golf. If you got a slice, then you just aim to the left, kind of make up for it. But we're about to hit the road. Pretty nice neighborhoods down here, though. we're just gonna hang a right and then get back on the 303 and head up to 10. Didn't want it positioned that far back
turn left onto South Cotton Lane.
on the trailer, but the crane kind of got to its limit on how far it could reach. And it was supposed to weigh 20,000, but they said it was only 14, so that's really not a big deal. It could be wherever it wants to be back there. I may just stop down there in Eloy, probably do a load check here in Phoenix. There's a Love's on this side of Phoenix on 10. That crane company, they didn't ask for any money. They draped the tarps over, so that probably saved me an hour of messing around with them, like I was gonna have to throw straps over, and a combination of, you know, attaching my straps to the tarp and just pulling them and pushing it with like a long pole, that would have taken a while, but it would have worked out. I'm really glad they helped out though. I can already see a bungee came off, and one of the bungees, when I was going to put it on, like it's been so long since I used these tarps, it snapped, except it wasn't the bungee that snapped, it was the D-ring on the tarp. Just made it to the Love's in Benson. This thing's riding pretty good actually. Traffic is so bad, I got to stop and check on everything on the shoulder. But yeah, look how crusty these things are. This thing probably hadn't been used in 2 or 3 years. That one's pretty bad. Not as bad as that one. It's pretty hard to hook a bungee into that one. That's why I was saying if it gets holes in it, I'm just throwing it away. All right, that came loose. But I'm trying to see where there was one of them that it like popped. So that's the section that's like flapping around. So I'm not worried about it. That's fine up there. But it was one of them over here. I was pulling on it, and I thought the bungee snapped, but it ended up just being the D-ring. Where'd it go? Oh, it was one of these. I don't know, but it looked basically like that other one on the other side. So I'll try to take off about, I don't know, between 2 and 3 o'clock tomorrow morning. Run Saturday and Sunday, get over there near Houston, and then be ready to deliver 7 o'clock Monday morning. So the video I sent to the broker, she said that was fine. So it was actually better than a picture. I mean, if a picture's worth 1,000 words, then the video should be worth 1,000 pictures. I don't know where this thing came from. Yep, we'll check back in the morning or when we get up the road a little bit.